Good morning, Saturday morning. Well, Saturday afternoon, 12:03 and 24 seconds, as Doug Betts would say. I am going to try to do something. I recently uploaded a video on titles and effects and a couple other things, and one of my subscribers made a comment, wouldn't it be cool if? And it's kind of interesting that that was said because I had already determined, wouldn't it be cool if? So this is the if portion of that. So just to give you a little bit of background, this is on an update. There's allegedly some new things that came out, and one of the things that caught my eye was this elegant shadow right here. I just think it looks pretty neat. So I brought it in to the timeline and I go to Fusion. And then if you close the box, this is what it looks like. But to see what's in there, to see how it all functions and works and whatnot, you double click it and it opens it up. And I had already done that, obviously. Now, I have not experimented with this at all yet this morning. I am getting ready to do that. So basically, you start with this background, and if you open up the background, you can come in here and change the color to whatever you want. That's kind of simple first step things to do. So I'm going to make it like a off white blue. I'm going to go with that. I don't know what to call it, but I like that. So that's the first step. Then these other things, these are your circles and the transform into emerge. I have a basic understanding of it. I don't have a full understanding, but I have the basic understanding. So let's see if we can make a change. Well, I know if I come up here and click on the text node and open up the text node, you can put anything you want in here that you want. You can put text, test, test. And as you see, when you start putting too much in there, when you play it, well, then it's going to be outside the parameters of what you want. You probably can affect that by coming in here to the size and lowering it down like that, as well as you probably can come in here to your fonts. Now, one that I particularly like that I recently brought over is this Nullshock, and I got that from another creator who uses it all the time, and I really like it. So I made sure to get it on this computer. And that's not too bad right there. So if I was to come in here and just change all this to Ken Stout Live, demonstrative purposes only, and then it's there. Now we all know pretty much blue is my favorite color, so we're just going to go find a shade of blue. And it looks like to me, it's not necessarily blue. I can't make up my mind between that one and this one. I think I'll go with this one. But it looks like to me it's not centered. So I'm going to come up here to my name, first name. I'm going to put a space. That looks to be a little bit better as far as centered goes. So that's another little change you can make. Background, and then when you come back over here and play this, then you get that. Pretty cool. I like it. There's some things I may try to expand on. I didn't never notice the shadow until now at the end. So jumping back over to Fusion, we'll leave it at the end. Where is there a shadow at? Oh, we have a problem. This is red. Maybe that's why it wasn't red a while ago. Anything that's red means there's a problem. And clearly there's a problem here. Nothing's red back in here. I don't see any drop shadows. I don't see, well, you know what? The shadow could be over here in the text. And go into shadowing. Let's see if there's, use one material. Let's uncheck that. Check that again. I don't see, oh, you know what? This might be simpler than I thought. I'm going to click on image, because that was what the challenge was, but I don't see where that can be put as to an image. I was hoping to click on image and it gave me the option to put an image in. Let's take it back to solid. Got some work to do on that. So let's look at this. Looks like it just needed to render out. Speaking of render, I'm going to watch a video. Apparently, if I come up here to playback, go into delete rendered cache, go into manage rendered cache, and then I think you can sort it by doing that. I think. See, I don't have a lot. Well, I do have a lot though. I've got, let's see if we can put this top to bottom. Yeah, there we go. So I've got 39 gigabyte, 37 gigabyte, 37 gig. This is all just sitting on the space, or sitting on the hard drive, taking up space. These megabyte ones don't concern me. The gigabyte ones do concern me, so I'm going to have to figure out how to delete those just to free up space on the hard drive. But that's not what this is about today. So let's go see what we can do. So my curiosity says if I disconnect this, that goes away. That makes sense. My curiosity wants to say if I go grab a picture, and I'm wondering, can I go grab a picture out of the network? This is my other computer. This is what I stream from. And then we have to put in the passwords and the account and the passwords. I think that's what they are. And they are. And look there. I have access to maybe nothing. DaVinci's going to lock up again. I got a problem right now. DaVinci keeps locking up. This is the only thing that's running on this machine, and it keeps locking up. It's locked again. So I'm going to see if I can figure out why it's locking up. I mean, I got plenty of horsepower on this. I've got the 13th gen i7 processor, 64 gigabyte of RAM. Is my graphics card identified on here? If it's not, I have a great graphics card that was sent to me by a subscriber. I'm not seeing it. Of course, I don't really know what I'm looking for either. Excuse me. System model, SKU, BIOS. I've been told there's a BIOS date, but it's being checked out right now by someone else. Probably looking right at it and I don't see it. Resources, conflicting DMA. Don't really see anything. Is it a component? No, not really. Media. Anyway, I just know that, there we go, we caught it. So I have access to, maybe closing a couple things down, I have access to my stream, excuse me, my streamer machine. So I'm going to go over here and see what this is. I'm going to bring this down, and again, this is just for me testing this out to see, will this do what I think it will do or not. And that's very simply going to be, we're going to bring this here, give myself some room to work with this here, right here. I mean, I got plenty of room, but I'm going to give myself a little bit more room. That's the original. We're going to take this medium, we're going to plug it into the merge. No, we're not. No, we are not. The text could be plugged in. But this cannot. So I'm going to try putting a merge in here. And I'm just spotlighting this off the top of my head. So we're going to take a media, which is this. And we're trying to get the media to come up over here. So I'm going to run it through a merge. Take the merge and put it in there. You cannot do that. What if we put it down here? Cannot do that. What if we put it into the background? Well, you can do that, but that's not going to solve the problem. Interesting. So let's take this and move it out of the way and put on our thinking cap a moment. I would think, oh, wait a minute. Is it got to be, I'm just wondering, I just need this much of this here. I just wonder, what if we take and put that on image. Let's get rid of the merge for the moment. And this is about as far as I get as far as, okay, well, you can put that in there, it looks like, maybe. Nope. Yep. I don't see that it changes anything. Oh, I think what it's doing, I think it's trying to put the image, this image, on the lettering itself. I think that's what that function does. So if we come back over here to text, we go to text and we remember 0.71, if we blow this like super, yeah, see, that's exactly what it's doing, but it's not really putting the image on it. So I want this to be 0.71. That fits in there pretty good. Alright, so far this is an utter failure. Just an utter failure. Got to be a way to do it though. There's got to be a way to take this out and put an image behind this. There's just got to be. Take a picture and throw it through a merge and see if can we remerge it into there. You can, but it clearly didn't put, it's not letting me put the picture in. There's something about that picture, and maybe somebody will see this that knows way more about this than I do and figure out how to do it. I thought it'd be cool to put an image behind there rather than having the title or the text. I thought it would be pretty cool to have an image in the space. And obviously I'm going to have to do some more research on this. So far this is a total bust. I mean, I haven't researched it. I haven't looked into it. I'm just experimenting. I'm using what little bit of common sense I think that I have and thinking, well, if this is causing the text, why not just plug it into there and that'll take its place? And clearly that's not it. So let's figure this out. What if we put it down in here? Nope. I'm just gonna try to put these into a couple different places just to see if they'll connect anywhere. And so far it's not connecting anywhere. Except there. I can connect it there. And I don't necessarily want it on the background. Hmm. Interesting. So right now I'm going to say that I don't have the means to figure it out. I wonder, now it's a JPEG, but I thought it showed as being a PNG. Oh, it's a JPEG. I wonder now if I need a PNG file. And I probably don't have, nope, I don't have that set up yet. I do have that one, which is interesting. Those are all JPEGs as well, so that's not really going to help me. And I'm 99% sure I don't have any of these that are PNG, so that's a thought. That is a thought. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to go see if I can bring a PNG. Well, you know what? Let's see if I have a PNG on this machine itself. Go to local disk. Let's go to data disk. Let's go to DaVinci data. And let's go see if there's any. I don't think those are PNGs. I normally don't like to use the details. I like to see the picture, so that's not it. Maybe I should have paused this. Might be some PNGs in here. That's a JPEG. Yeah, I'm going to pause it. Go find me a couple PNGs. Okay, I am back. I went and grabbed a PNG file off the internet. A GIF will not work, but I did go get, to test this out, this is a PNG file, so I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to open it. I'm going to bring it down, and all I'm going to do is try to plug it into where the text is at. So I'm going to disconnect the text. I'm going to see if I can plug this into there. Cannot. Interesting. So there's something behind here that's not allowing me to plug this into there. And I'm going to have to do a lot of thinking and maybe a little bit of research other than just sitting here and thinking off the top of my head. So I'm going to wrap this up. Been a few minutes now. Fun. Challenge accepted. I'm going to figure this out. I don't think plugging it in over here, I can plug it in over there, it looks like. Now that did go into that. But what is that doing? Oh, look. Oh, look. How cool is that? It looks horrible, but you can put, so while this is not exactly what I wanted, check it out. It is possible. It is possible. So let's move Bart. Oh, you know what? I like this. This is cool. All right, I'll figure out how to get it. I'll figure out how to get an image right there as well. If I can get Bart to be there, now I need Bart to be on that image right there. So I'm going to go back to Fusion, and then I'm going to bring this up so I can see it. I'm going to disconnect Bart here. And then I'm going to bring Bart into here. Now my guess is this is going to be on this one. And my guess was correct. That would be the first one. I like it. Now I've got to figure out how to put Bart into the, let's see, a couple things I got to figure out, and I'm not sure where this is going to be at. It's a PNG. I need to resize it somehow. So is that going to be done in the transform? My guess is it's not going to be done in the transform, because the transform, I believe, is for the circle itself. And I'm going to remember the scale at 1, 0. Well, that's just the scale of the whole thing. So we're going to put that back by single clicking on the dot, or you can actually double click on the word and it puts it back to you. So that's not what I wanted. I don't think it's in settings. No, it's going to be in controls. This is that. Same thing. You can double click it. You can make any change you want and revert it back just by simply double clicking or fighting the little little dot right there and clicking that. Either or. Rotation. You can change the rotation. There's just a lot you can do with this. I shouldn't have affected that at all. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. I just want to resize Bart. I think he just needs to be smaller. I was thinking it needed to be done. That's going to be the sphere itself. If we make that bigger, then that's going to throw it all out of whack. Yeah, that's not what we want there, so let's put it back. I didn't want this to be drug out, but it looks like it's going to be drug out a little bit. Material. This I believe is going to be the color. Yeah, that's going to be the color on the background. Okay. Material ID. Yeah, I don't see that being fun. Opacity is going to be the color as well. All right. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy this. Now that I know I can put something in there. So by all rights, I should be able to bring this one down here, plug it into this one right here, go back to here, play this. We're going to have Bart, we're going to have Mr. and Mrs. K. So the problem that I see is aspect ratio, size, whatever you want to call it. Bart looks pretty cool. I need to reduce him down. I think I know how to do that. And Mrs. K and I look horrible. Kind of like, and is there 3? So there's 1. I'm guessing this one and this one are the same, and maybe this is the same as the back one, the first one. I don't know. Anyway, I will work on getting an image in there. As well as I have an idea of, instead of having the background being a color, I'd like the background to be an image. So I hope that someone found this to be as useful and helpful as I have. I have learned something this morning. This is a little over 25 minutes in length. By the time I get done with it, it'll be about a half hour. I'm going to save this, render this, bring it into DaVinci again, and add all my little whiz-bang things to it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Doug Betts is live in an hour and a half.